mean, when I listen to 80s pop music, this is what I want to hear. This is exactly what I want to hear. Yeah, the robot voice is so good too. As soon as it came on, I was listening in the car. The first thing I did was go, ooh.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me are my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
Hello.
All right. And today we are excited to do an album review, which is a Patreon request. You know, we have a few lovely Patreons out there who really support the channel, and one of them is a tier 3 Patreon, and one of the perks of that is you get a full album review as a tier once a month. If you're tier 3. So this is his album review request. This goes out to Scott. Thank you, Scott, by the way, for being an awesome Patreon. This is Laura Branigan's Self-Control. We're going to do a track-by-track analysis of this. Mark, I don't want to speak for you, but I will, I guess. You've never heard this album before, right?
The extent of Laura Branigan that I know is the song Gloria, and that's it. And
the extent of that song I know is just Gloria part. That's honest. So I know next to nothing about this artist. So for me, this is really a true first time listen to anything. If you're new here, the way we do this is, sometimes we make reaction videos, but when we really want to take something serious and we want to say, we want maybe live with something, maybe even for the rest of our lives, we do take that pretty serious. So what we do is, we sit down, first time listen to an album, either on a vinyl, on a CD, or streaming, and consume it, listen to it multiple times, take notes, and then we give our honest review of each song and the album as a whole. And that's what you're going to be listening to. So it's an album review from two brand new people to Laura Branigan. All right. All right, Mark. Well, what I'm going to do is I am going to play a clip from the first song. In fact, I'm going to back up here, Mark. You know what we should do? We should talk about the context of this album. What did I learn? What did you learn about this artist? Maybe before we start the track-by-track review. From what I learned, this album came out in 1984, I think, if that's true. You can correct me if I'm wrong. 1984. And this is her third and apparently most successful album. And it doesn't have Gloria on it. So that goes to potentially the strength of the album, right? It's kind of a mix-up from what I heard, like Eurodance pop with a lot of really strong kind of emotional ballads. There's quite a few ballads on this record, and I know you're a huge ballad lover, so I'm just curious. Just curious.
Troy, do you know what my AIM screen name was back when AIM was around? For all you older heads in here,
what was it?
Ballad Lover 69.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That that fits you perfectly, Mark.
So stupid. Oh, I lost my camera.
That's a perfect time to lose the camera.
Yeah, isn't it?
That is a perfect time. So why don't we get to the first song, which is The Lucky One. I'm going to play some clips from it.
How could you?
I'm going to talk about that in a second.
I'll close my ears when you talk about that.
But listen to these synths.
Yeah. I'll talk about that in a second.
synths are great here. All right, Mark, you want to go first? Or you want me to go first? I'll let you go first if you want. You know what? You go first. You go first.
You go first. You go first.
Okay, fair enough.
You go first.
This is one of my favorite tracks on the whole album.
It's a good one.
A top 3 for me. Maybe top 1. I don't know. It's hard to rank them.
Oh,
I've
really?
listened to this album 3.5 times. Give you an example.
Okay.
So a few songs that when I say half, few songs I listened to multiple times beyond just 3 times. The ones were my favorites, and this is one of them that has repeat listens beyond just the 3 album listens. Yeah, in fact, I was walking around last night, Mark, walking around the neighborhood, going for a walk, with my headphones on, and jamming out to this song. This is one I was like, I've listened to multiple times walking around. And it made me think of, and I went back and listened to it right after this. I said, so people know Bon Jovi, right? From the mid and late 80s. And I honestly believe that that You Give Love a Bad Name chorus was heavily influenced by the chorus of this song. Honestly, you can't convince me otherwise. You can try in the comments, but you won't. Now, that's okay. We're all influenced by certain things. But in fact, I think the person who wrote that song is Desmond Child. And maybe he was a fan, Mark, of this songwriter, whose name is Bruce Roberts. All right. So Bruce Roberts is the main songwriter for this song. And he's also written?
Written?
Yeah. Hits for Barbra Streisand and Donna Summer. I got that in my notes.
I definitely don't hear that. That's
for sure. So anyway, obviously a very talented songwriter. But let's talk about, okay, we can talk about the song, of course, but let's talk about Laura here, because her vocal performance is just incredible, especially when she builds into the high note in that first verse right before that first chorus. Man, that part is awesome. That's one of the notes I had. Just very powerful voice, as well as she has a very emotive voice, kind of sounds like she's sad a lot of times. And
yeah,
I don't even think this song is particularly sad when I was reading the lyrics. Seems about, I don't know. The way I got out of it, Mark, was about perseverance, maybe. And maybe it's like, maybe what I got out of it is, you're going through life, you have challenges and you're persevering, and you're the lucky one because you get to keep going on, That's so one reading I got out of it. I'm sure there are multiple. But yeah, for me, Mark, here's my notes. So I love the synth sounds. I really like the production on the vocals. I think the reverb sounds great. And I said, what a voice. I mean, what a this is my first time listening to her sing this song. So incredible, strong voice. The chorus sounds like, or vice versa, You Give Love a Bad Name, meaning that sounds like this. I really love the melody. That melody is great, and it's so great it was used twice. Since our in the post-chorus are great, we talked about that clip. But and then I want to play a clip of the bridge, because my note is holy F, the bridge. What the F? That's awesome. So I'm trying not to curse here, but this is how excited I got about this bridge, Mark. So I want to play this. Here we go.
It's a good bridge.
This part. And Blue Monday sounds like this too.
Yeah. Might have been the same year as this, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the robot voice is so good too.
My review of this, but to end my review of the song, Mark, it is one of the most 80s sounding songs I've ever heard, and I freaking love it. So I love if something sounds super 80s, actually. So yeah.
I said the same thing to myself.
Okay.
I said the first time I listened to this, I was like, wow, this sounds so 80s. But then I said, like, it's not cheesy 80s though. It's just like good, like, catchy, super synthy, awesome 80s, honestly, because like everything about the song is great. It's everything I love in an 80s song too. It has like intimate like verses. It has like super loud like chest voice choruses, which I love. Which is like a very 80s thing, like you hear it in a lot of songs. One song I like to use as an example is You ever heard the song "No One Like You" by the Scorpions?
Yes.
Yeah, so like the verse in that song, he's almost like whispering the verse, and then like the chorus, he's like belting it out.
Right.
I think that was a very big '80s thing. Yeah, I agree with you. This is definitely a top 3 song on the album. Like really strong way to start the album. One of the things I said too, I was like the synths on this song really remind me a lot of Axel F by Harold Faltermeyer, and then I looked and he plays keyboards on this album.
Okay.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Okay.
I was like, "That's the weirdest coincidence I think I've ever had." Because like I would like, it's like
you just taught me something. I didn't even know that. So
do you know what Axel F is from Beverly Hills Cop? Oh, dude, you gotta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought of that immediately when I heard this, and then I saw that he was on the album. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what are the odds of that?
Okay.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Anyway, like this is the bridge is great. The little robot voice is great. Her vocals are great. Love this song. One of my favorites.
Well, me too. All right, why don't we move on to the next song, Mark, which is Self-Control. All right.
Self-titled song.
Self-titled song. So that was a clip from Self-Control, the title track. What do you think about this one?
No surprise here. This is another one of my favorites on the album. I actually just found this out right this second that this is a cover.
It's kind of a cover. It's a weird kind of cover. Yeah.
It's by somebody named Raf, an Italian singer. The song was written the same year, actually.
That's what I meant by kind of a cover, because I think it's the same songwriters.
Yeah, it is, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so what I mean is it's like they have a song and they were like, okay, you can use it, and then you use it. You know what I mean? So that's what it sounds like, you know?
Yeah, right, yeah. I'm just going by Wikipedia, and it says it says Laura Branigan version, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's both their songs, technically.
Yeah.
As soon as this came on, I just thought of, like, Italo Disco, and I was just like, I already know I'm gonna like this song, like, just from, like, the first, like...
Right.
5 seconds of hearing it, I'm just like, this is like right up my alley.
Right.
The song's definitely darker than the first track, not as upbeat. It has like a great. Is that synth bass that they're playing on there, or is that like a real bass?
To me, it sounds like a synth bass. Could be wrong.
Okay.
But it sounds like it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. There's a lot of credits on this album. It doesn't say it is or not. It sounds like a synth bass, but either way, it sounds great. The percussion sounds really good. Like her vocal's really good. I would describe it kind of as like breathy, if that makes any sense. I have in my notes here. Yeah, breathy. It definitely does have like an Italian sound to it, which I really like. It's great, man. It's super catchy. This and the first track I've listened to the most by far.
Yeah. Me too. I would say the first two I listened to the most. I would agree. Yeah, look at you and I. We have similar taste. Look at that.
I mean, like I don't dance. I'm not a dancer, but I was kind of grooving to these two songs. Not gonna lie. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to pay extra on the Patreon, I think, for you to see you dance video, a Mark dance video.
You're gonna pay a lot.
Yeah. Okay? All right. Yeah. So okay. Cool. Yeah. for me, Mark, this was a standout track on there. I mean, it's super. It kind of has what you described of that Scorpion song, was it? What you mentioned?
No One Like You.
Yeah, it has a little bit of the whispery, soft vocals in the verse, and then really, she starts, the more and more the song goes on, she kind of starts belting it out. The chorus reminded me a little bit of like Barry Gibb, maybe
of the Bee Gees.
Yes, a little bit. It had some of that. I think one thing I noticed on this album, there was a few songs which I definitely heard some ABBA even influence. Not particularly on this song, but later in the record, there was a few songs I noted in my notes about that. And maybe that's because I listened to so much ABBA recently, but I did hear a few kind of little tricks, techniques, and some influence there. But for me, Mark, this song is great. I mean, let's talk about the lyrics for a second. It has this kind of, I don't know, what's the word? Is this a real word? Sultry? Is that a word? It's coming to my mind.
Sultry.
Sultry. That's it. Thank you. You can tell I don't use the word much. Sultry. It has a sultry feel to it. It's a little bit like I'm in a nightclub, right? Maybe I'm in my early 20s and I'm, the lights are dark. It's hot in there, and people are talking about losing their self-control. And I think if you put that on in that setting, man, it would be a banger, right? Great kind of dance tune, but you can just vibe out to it. It's not so dancey where it's like 4 on the floor, like you got to be in a huge arena or a huge club to enjoy it. You can be in a small little nightclub. You can be in your living room or your bedroom, turn the lights off and dance around with yourself. You know what I mean? Do whatever you want. But I think this is a great track. One of my favorites on the record. Vocal performances are great. I love the synth production. The production is excellent on this, and it's super well written. Has a little bit of Sade vibe to it for me. And when I heard that, I said, it has that sultry. That's what I meant by sultry. It has a little bit of that going. So I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Yeah. That is my review of that one.
Okay.
The next one is Ti Amo. And before I play a clip from that, hopefully I'm saying that right. Before I clip from that, one note about this song, Mark, is it is the same songwriting team who wrote Gloria that wrote Ti Amo. And it looks like the gentlemen's names are Umberto Tozzi and Giancarlo Bigazzi. All right. And they wrote this song, but a very famous songwriter who was famous in the 80s and 90s mainly, but pretty much her whole career, is Diane Warren. And she actually wrote the English lyrics to this song. And Diane Warren has written a ton of hits, like a lot of Celine Dion songs. And also, she actually wrote that big Aerosmith hit for the Armageddon movie, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing. I think, Mark, we should play a clip from it. So here we go. Ti Amo. Let me play that beginning again because the beginning is freaking awesome. Okay.
Ti amo, God, how I love you so. My heart just won't let go. Day after day, I'm still holding on, even though you're gone. Ti amo, wasn't I good to you? I did all that I could do to make you want to be here with me. I thought you loved me. I can't believe you could just turn and leave. You did it so easily. You pulled my world out from under me. Look what you done to me. How could you end it this way? After the love that we made, God, how I wish you had stayed. Can't you see that? I just
was a clip from Ti Amo, which is the first true ballad, I would say, on the record. I think this is me, right? Yes. So, okay. Gonna say it this way. I was told, Mark, that this song was comparable to The Winner Takes It All in some ways. All right.
I can see it.
I could see the comparison. For me, this is just my personal opinion. You know, it's tough to beat The Winner Takes It All for me personally, you know. But I could see where people are getting it from. There's kind of a lot of repetition in both songs, a lot of very strong emotional vocal performance, emotional lyrics as well. So I can see a lot of the similarities there. It has a waltz feel. I think it's in 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over and over again, right? Which is kind of unique for pop music, I would say. Mm-hmm. You don't hear it too often, so that's pretty cool. I think, though, the two things that stand out to me here, one of the intro is really cool. It has this cool, like, synth intro, and then it has this organs that come in, and it sets this tone of, like, somberness with the organs, in my opinion. And then you get to the lyrics, right? And the lyrics are really just, if you're into sad lyrics, I mean, this has got to be right up your alley because I can imagine majority of people out there. Now, some people are lucky. If you can't relate to this song, consider yourself lucky. So this song, what I see is talking about is two people were in love, and one person didn't realize the relationship was ending until it was too late, you know? And I can imagine that has happened to a lot of people around the globe since the beginning of time. So I think it's a very relatable song for a lot of people. Like there's some lyrics here that say, guess it was there in your eyes. Guess it was there in your sighs. Guess it was there in your lies. I was blind then, couldn't face the end. So it's like if you reflect back to the moments where you should have known, you know, you could have seen it in their eyes, you could have heard it turn on their voice, you could have noticed them maybe lying about small things or something like that. And where did you go? Who did you spend time with? Whatever the case is, right? And yeah, I think for me, Mark, it's a beautiful song. It's a beautifully written song. If you compare it to The Winner Takes It All, which is not a fair comparison because it's just staying on its own, but somebody mentioned that to me. So I would still take Winner Takes It All, but I think it's a very strong ballad. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, as a self-proclaimed absolute ballad lover of all kinds,
Ballad lover 69 to be
yeah,
clear.
Of course, yeah. I absolutely, you know, this is a great song. This is a ballad, so no, I did really like this song. Yeah. I think the pre-chorus and the chorus, like her vocals are like extremely powerful in this song.
Totally, yeah.
They kind of hit me with like a ton of bricks because I'm not usually like the kind of guy that's like moved by like, especially like women singing, like men like not really. I mean, but if somebody's gonna move me singing, it's gonna be a woman most likely. Like Agneta from ABBA has moved me before.
Oh, okay.
This song has moved me though with the vocals because she's very powerful in the vocals on this song. Like I said though, especially in the chorus and the pre-chorus. It's a very romantic song. You know, I'm not a big romancer or a romantic guy kind of guy. I'm kind of just an idiot. I'm just an idiot basically. So so I don't really, you know, it doesn't hit me as hard, but this song is very, very powerful romantically. It's also very expressive, dramatic, cinematic almost, I could say, if I could use that word, even though we're not watching a movie, but it's just very, very dramatic. It's a very dramatic song, and it's, you know, like I could see somebody having this as like their wedding song, you know, like it's very romantic.
I gotta stop you there, Mark.
You disagree?
This song is talking about someone leaving someone.
Okay, I'm not talking about lyrically. I'm just talking about like the music. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't read the lyrics.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just talking about musically. I'm not saying anybody would. I'm saying this is the style of song that somebody could.
Fair enough, Mark. I have actually heard somebody in the comments to one of our ABBA videos said that a popular song to dance with your daughter to at like maybe when she's graduating or getting married. That's what it was. Your daughter's getting married and they dance to Slipping Through My Fingers, a dad and daughter dance. And I'm like, that sounds literally psychotic. I would never do that. I would literally be it would be so sad. I wouldn't be able to deal with it. You know what I mean? So that would be the equivalent of somebody having a wedding song.
I mean, I've heard of people dancing to songs that are like, not meant to be like romantic or like personal.
Fair enough. All right. I'm not trying to be a hard time, Mark. It's fine.
No, but you make a fair point, I must say.
It's okay.
I'm speaking from a strictly musical standpoint.
I can hear that. It is a beautiful musical song that is in a waltz feel, and definitely two people could dance to it very easily. I totally get you there. So
she has very expressive vocals too, which are very personal. So that's the feeling I got from it. I did not read the lyrics, as you can tell. So
okay.
I usually let Troy do the lyrical duty on albums most of the time, unless I really know them. So
that's okay. It's okay. That's just a funny.
It is funny. Hey man, I would dance to that. Why not?
Why not? Because Mark and I, we're down for the being happy with the sad lyrics. So why not? Why not dance to it? The next track, Mark, is called Heart. Let's get to that one. This part is great, man. All right, Mark. I think this one is on you, sir. So, what did you think of Heart?
Yeah. I mean, it's another solid '80s feel song.
Yeah.
It's I would you consider this a ballad?
No.
Yeah, it's like a soft rock, because it has those like guitar stabs in there, which are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or fills, whatever you want to call them. I don't really know. Yeah, I think this is a solid like the first track. I think this is a very like solid,
yeah,
soft rock, like mid-tempo pop song, I guess you could say. She has great vocals, man. She has really powerful vocals. They're great on this song. I like the synth a lot too. The synth is really good. Could you play like a little bit more?
Oh, sure. Okay, cool. Sure.
Yeah. Piano is like really good on this.
Now the wine has worked its wonder, and it's making me forget. But the memories lie waiting like an uncollected debt that must be paid at the fading of the stars by a heart that is already wearing one too many scars.
There you go, Mark. That's a little more. That's a little more.
Thanks.
You got. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a really strong song. Like, just just with like the keyboards, like the synths, and the guitar really adds a nice layer to it too.
Yeah.
It's got a good pre-chorus. The chorus itself has like a really strong hook, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just I know I've said it before. I love how she like belts these vocals out in the choruses, man. Like they're just like very powerful. Yeah, I think this song is very solid. I don't know if it's like top of the top, but I think it's a pretty solid track.
So I'm gonna play. I wrote down a note about a guitar solo, and I think it's this song. Let me check real quick. Yeah.
Oh, and the bridge?
Yeah, this guitar solo is awesome. I just want to play that real quick.
Yeah, I have that written down too.
Key change. All right. Classic key change up at least a half step there, if not full step. So yeah. So for me, Mark, it's a cool 80s tune, rocking a little tune, especially that guitar solo. I really like the synth work in here. The verses are great. The chorus is great. I would say it's kind of like you said. It's kind of like the first song in style. I would say it's not necessarily as strong as the first song, but it is good, and it's a song I enjoyed. I listened to it multiple times. So, yeah, I really like the guitar solo too. Mm-hmm. All right. The next one is "Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow?"
Tonight you're mine completely. You gave your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow?
Beautiful voice, man.
Is this a lasting treasure, or just a moment pleasure? Can I believe the magic of your side? Will you still love me tomorrow?
All right, I'm going to give my review of this one. That was a clip from Will You Still Love Me Tomorrow. I think it's on me, right? This is a song of a style of music I typically don't listen to. So let me be clear about that. It's not something I would typically listen to. But the song is freaking a beautiful song. So, and I'm happy to listen to it more now that I've listened to it. Apparently, Mark, I wasn't as familiar with the original. This is a cover, apparently. Yeah, Carole King cover from the Shirleys from 1960.
Well, she wrote it with her husband, but it's from the album Tapestry.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Jerry, which was my grandfather's name, so I like that name. Jerry Goffin wrote the lyrics, and Carole King wrote the music. But let's talk about this performance, because, I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit, and this came out way before this. Like this song originally came out way before, I'm going to say, but it reminds me a little bit of "Faithfully" by Journey. And I was like, I wonder if Journey was influenced by this, maybe, actually. Maybe the original song is what I'm saying. And in fact, Prince has, I think this is true, but Prince has stated that Purple Rain is influenced a bit by Faithfully by Journey. So he got some influence there. So maybe there's a lineage back to this song, actually.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. So that is, yeah, I think, Mark, this is just a flat out pretty beautiful song, performance-wise. I mean, the melody is incredible. The piano melody, the vocal melody. Her performance is like, I mean, the song is talking about maybe two people getting together, right? Maybe it's a one-night stand. Maybe it's not. I don't know the circumstance totally. But it's like, tonight you're mine completely, but will you love me tomorrow, right? And so whether it's a one-night stand or not, that's just somebody questioning, I have you now, but will I have you tomorrow, kind of thing. So it's not super sad, really. It's not necessarily a sad song. It's more of a song people can relate to, because maybe you're curious about that. Are you going to lose this person, you know? But you haven't lost them. You're just thinking about it. So it is a beautiful song, Mark. But vocally, incredible performance. I mean, this Laura Branigan, what a voice, man. What
she wowed me with this
emotive voice, very emotive, similar to you know, Agneta, who's very emotive with her voice. Different style, but still very emotional when they sing, and very powerful voice too. So yeah, Mark, what'd you think about this one?
Have you ever heard the Carole King version of this song or no?
No, okay. I haven't.
So it's also, I mean, Tapestry is an incredible album.
Okay.
If you've never heard it, you definitely give it a listen at some point.
Okay.
Her cover of this is very good. And I think it does the Carole King version justice.
Okay.
Surprisingly though, I don't think this version has as much oomph as the original one. I don't know why.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I haven't listened to it enough. And don't get me wrong, like, I've been really wowed by her vocals on this album. I think she has an amazing voice. Maybe it's just because I'm more familiar with the Carole King version overall. But you know, I think she does it justice because she sings it really well. I prefer the Carole King version. And that's not like a diss by any means. I think maybe over time I could appreciate this more with more listens. I'm just being honest, just because sure. It's most likely I'm just more familiar with the other version. That being said, though, this version is really good, and I think if you weren't familiar with the original, you wouldn't even know the difference, honestly.
Okay.
But I think it's a very good cover, and I think she did a great rendition of it. So.
All right, awesome. So let's move on to the next one, which is Satisfaction. Synths are so good, man. And you get a little clean guitar. Oh, man. The music is so good in this one. But is it me or you? I think it's you.
Me.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
This is probably my favorite track on the album.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Dude, it sounds like the music sounds like the music from like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's incredible. It's incredible. Just start from the beginning again, okay. Just so we can hear it again. All right. Harold Faltermeyer is a legend. Listen to this, man. So good. Tell me this doesn't remind you of like Miami Vice.
Oh, it does, totally, yeah.
Yeah. Incredible.
It reminds me of like if it's hot out and there's palm trees and it's really humid, right? And the lights are on and you're doing something. You're driving down the highway with the windows down. You know what I mean? You're blasting this.
That's it. Yeah.
It has a feeling to it. You know what I mean? It has
you got your oversized white suit on, with sunglasses on. I'm gonna need you to go back to the chorus so I can hear that little synth arrangement in the chorus.
All right, sure.
That's one of the most amazing things I've ever heard in my life.
And one of the ABBA references here. The pre-chorus reminds me a lot of the pre-chorus of "Lay All Your Love on Me," actually.
Great
so
song.
let's listen to that one.
Sound of your smile, touch of your skin, it's taking me places I've never been. I wanna go there again and again, 'cause you give me satisfaction when you're touching me. You start a chain reaction deep inside of me.
Oh my god. This was a first listen and hook track right here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I listen to 80s pop music, this is what I want to hear. This is exactly what I want to hear. I want to hear a syncopated groove throughout the entire track. I want to hear a grooving bass with awesome keyboards just like interspliced throughout and just a fucking dynamic female voice. Oh, so good. So good. Album.
We don't hear any guys on it.
This gets the old Mark stamp of approval right there. Excellent track. My favorite on the album.
All right. You've convinced me, Mark. It was top 3 for me, but you're kind of convincing me that it should be my favorite, actually.
It's so good, man. Literally, as soon as it came on, I was listening in the car. The first thing I did was go, ooh. Ah, man, so good, man. What an amazing decade of music, I must say.
And it's people talk about it like it's bad. I'm like, are you guys trolling? The 80s was one of the best decades for music. It has like everything.
Those are the people that like 3 bands and everything else sucks.
Yeah, like you have let's stop for 1 second, and then we'll get back to so. In the 80s, right? You picked the genre of music. It was all great, right? Like, okay, rock music. Well, you had a ton of great rock music in the early 80s. If you want prog, you got that, right? If you want metal, thrash started in the 80s, right? Metallica and all that stuff started.
Let's not forget the new wave of British heavy metal with Iron Maiden.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Judas Priest.
And Slayer and all this stuff. And then... Then you have arena rock and hair metal, right? If you like that stuff, you got all that. Then you have your Bon Jovis and like the arena rock stuff. And then, well, hold on. Okay, so that's just rock music. What about pop music, Mark? Well, you only had Michael Jackson at his height, Prince at his height, Madonna at her height. Okay, the big 3, right?
Yep.
Their heights. Apparently, Laura Branigan at her heights. Okay.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. So you had all this stuff, right? And then you can go down to like so many genres. I mean, hip hop started in the 80s. R&B was fantastic in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you had some of the best movies come out in the 80s. So you know what? Screw you, 80s haters. The 80s was awesome. Also. Agreed. If it sounds like it could be in Rocky 4, I'm going to love it. And this kind of sounds like that. So my review of this song, Mark, this song is kick-ass. This song is awesome. For me, I had it down in my notes as one of the top 3 songs on the record. You're kind of convincing me that is the best. I think I'm going to go re-listen after this episode again.
Yeah, so am I.
Think about it. But this one, the first song and the second song are the 3 songs I listen to the most on this record.
Same.
So love this song, man. Everything about it is great. There's no criticisms. It's great. It's a great tune. So
no, this is a song I would put on actually, like if I'm just like hanging out.
Yeah, hell yeah. In fact, Mark, if we have a friends get together again maybe this year or something with our friends, put this on. You know what I mean? Let's put this in the playlist. Scott, book it. It's happening in our friends party. All right. The next song is Silent Partners.
take our chances. We have to keep it down. We have to steal our kisses. When nobody's around, we have to hide the tenderness inside to make love on the slide. You say it's for the better. We have to speak in riddles to cloak the things we say. We have to watch our whispers not to give ourselves away. We have to run in shadows in the dark. We have to stand apart when they see us together. So we're living like silent partners, sneaking like thieves in the night. Can't let it show, gotta keep it low, so no one knows. We're silent partners, never come to the light. It'll never be right, whatever we do. You need me too much, and I'm just not giving up you.
All right, Mark. I think it's me, right?
Yep.
I don't have as much to say about this one as I do a lot of the other ones. It's a fine ballad. It's written by Diane Warren, from what I understand, largely, and Stephen the Doctor Angelica.
Yeah, the Doctor. I saw that. I was like,
Yeah, that was his pseudonym, and so he co-wrote the song with Diane Warren. You know, I totally get the lyrics. The lyrics talking about people who have to keep their relationship in silence. You know, and I can see. Speaking seriously for a second, I think on the surface, maybe it's, you know, you could think about any kind of relationship where people have to keep it under wraps. But I can imagine people who, one of the things that really stuck out to me about this song lyrically was people who, let's say, are in a relationship, but that relationship is not approved by others. Let's say, whether it's sexuality, right? Whether it's maybe, you know, some people grow up in households, for example, that don't approve of certain type of relationships. And I would imagine that doesn't mean you're going to stop being in a relationship, right? So I would imagine there's a whole thing called keep it on the down low, you know, people call that. So to me, this song is kind of maybe referencing that in some ways. And I can imagine I mean, I didn't have to go through that personally, but I can imagine it's a very difficult thing to go through, right? That to love somebody for whatever reason. I'm not saying it has to be that reason. It could be any reason. And have to keep it under wraps, right? Have to keep it quiet, have to keep it silent. It's probably very difficult, and probably builds a bond between the people too. A strong bond. But so I can see why people would really love this song. It does have a beautiful melody, especially in the chorus. Yeah, it's a very strong chorus, well-written ballad. That's about what I got to say about it. What about you, Mark? Since you are the ballad lover 69, what did you think of this song? Yeah.
I have been called the ballad lover. I've been called the ballad master.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that being said, I also don't really have much to say about this song, especially coming off the last song. I'm just kind of just you know, it's fine. When I hear this song, I picture her like, you know, sitting in a dark room with just like a spotlight on her, and she's kind of just like belting out this song about, you know, basically possibly cheating on somebody or just having like a, you know, a side piece. I don't know if that's what the lyrics say, but it could be. It could be, like you said, like, you know, something you have to keep under wraps. So yeah, it's fine. It's not one of the ones that I return to, and I apologize if you really love the ballads on this album. I like them. Like I said, I liked, you know, Te Amo and whatever the other ballad was. Oh, the Carole King one, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I like it. Her vocals, like all the other songs, are very, you know, powerful, and I'll use that word again, cinematic, dramatic. Yeah, I think it's a fine song, and I have no qualms with it whatsoever.
All right. Yeah, for me, Mark, it's a very nice ballad, which I totally understand why people would connect with it one way or the other. And, you know, it's a strong ballad. The next one is Breaking Out.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Same songwriting team, Diane Warren and the Doctor.
The other side of them.
Yeah.
She breathes a sigh. Watch it as her life goes by, caught in the trap of a workaday world. Tired of just being somebody's girl, just feeling her frustration building up inside. But tonight she's gonna give it up, break the chains and let it out tonight. She'll say I've had enough, never going back. Break it up into the night, break it up. She's taking flight, break it up. Out in the street, break it up. Gotta break free.
I'm going to check something, Mark. 1 second here.
Yeah.
Break it free.
There it is. My favorite part.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. All right, Mark. Is it on me or you? I can't remember.
It's me, I
Yeah,
believe.
go ahead, sir. What do you think about this one?
Another bright spot on the album. It's just, you know, this is the 80s right here. This is, you know, just a urgent, punchy rhythm section with, like, you know, amazing, like, sprinkling of synth, and, like, you heard that, like, that bridge, like, what?
Mhm.
Come on. I
The
mean,
bridge
come
is
on,
so
man.
good. The bridge is the best part, in my opinion.
Just a
Yeah.
great melody throughout.
Yeah.
Just like a extremely catchy pre-chorus and chorus. Even the verses are just like emphatic. Like, I'm just like, oh man, it's so good. Like,
Yeah.
you know, she perfected the formula of, like, catchy 80s, like, synth pop, I think. It's like, you know, maybe people listen to these albums for the ballads, and I completely understand that, because they're, you know, like I've said, they're romantic and personal and very, very nice. And
Mhm.
but this is why I'm here. This kind of stuff right here. It's the same thing with Satisfaction. It's just like, although this song's not as good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's still, I think, one of the bright spots on the album. I just think that, like, yeah, I mean, this gets me out of my seat if I dance, but I don't dance. Okay, I don't dance.
Well, the audience, if you watch our videos, you know I dance, but you've just never seen it. But yeah.
I
dance
only,
around my basement.
only in the confines of your home with no cameras on.
That's true.
Which I totally don't blame you.
Yeah, we have Google cameras in the house, not in the basement, but in the house. And if you were to hack my Google camera, I'm sure you can find videos of me dancing around this stuff. But yeah, but not for public consumption. Yeah, Mark, for me, it was reminiscent of the song, like how much I liked it to the song Heart, where it was like not as good as Satisfaction or the opening track or the first those songs, but it's like the next tier, you know, of synth pop. A good fun song. I really like the chorus. I mean, the bridge is my favorite part. The chorus is good. It's a good song. Like, the verse is good, the chorus is good, the bridge is great. You know, lyrically, it's just, I don't think it's anything profound like some of the other songs. But who can't relate to wanting to break out of your everyday work life, you know, the 9 to 5 and going out and partying and stuff like that. So I think it's relatable. But overall, I thought it was a cool song. Reminds me a little bit of like, you know, like a flash dance kind of thing. Yeah, that's what I kind of get out of it. So
I think it's strong enough, honestly, to even be a single. Like, it's not like, you know, the best song on the album, but I think, you know, it could be a single. Really, I've heard worse singles, so
well, sure.
I think it's strong enough to be one.
All right. Well, the next track is the penultimate track called Take Me. Oh, shit. Mark, so that was a clip from Take Me.
Hold on.
Go ahead. Sorry.
A little bit longer.
Okay.
I think it's right here.
Don't leave me at the door with a good night.
I wrote down saxophone. I know there's saxophone in this song.
Maybe it's this part. Hold on. Well, if you don't know, Mark and I are big fans of the saxophone on this channel, especially in rock music and pop music. Like, for example, in the Cure song, A Night Like This, there's a sax solo. That's so good in that one. That's another, hey, the 80s, Mark. The Cure. Alt rock. Goth music. I mean, you could go down the list.
Yep.
Jangle pop. You name it.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but back to this song.
All right, so that beginning, that the drum intro.
Yeah.
First thing I thought of was "Don't Lose My Number" by Phil Collins.
Oh yeah, I can hear that for sure. Yeah.
First thing I thought of, even though that song is a year after this, so maybe he got inspiration from this song. Yeah, I the first thing I wrote down was that, and the second thing I wrote down was saxophone with an exclamation point. Even though there's like 10 seconds of saxophone. It's
I know. I don't even know if it's a real saxophone. It might be a synth saxophone. It doesn't sound like a real saxophone. Yeah.
It doesn't really, but it's kind of still adds some feel to the song.
Totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like almost like a pop R&B crossover type thing, kind of. With like the groove of the song, and like, you got some sax in there. Kind of like funky bass line too. I don't know if it's real bass on this album. I really don't know.
I highly doubt it. I think it's a lot of synth bass, yeah.
This is literally at the height of like synth everything. So this is literally the year that Alan Holdsworth started playing a synth guitar. So yeah, there's that.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is another like song that's like, a good like single-esque. I don't think it's as catchy as the other ones on the album. Still a good song though. I enjoyed it. I came back to it like once or twice. So I like it. I think it's got a good hook. I think the chorus is good. It doesn't have a pre-chorus though, does it?
Let me check.
We could dispense with the preliminaries.
That part is a pre-chorus. I can't wait. That's real short. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I like the boom. Like the synth in this song is good too. It's simple, but it's good. It's like very, very good. It's like the boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I like this song. I didn't dislike any of the songs in this album. I think this one was also very good. Just kind of just comparing it to Satisfaction at this point, but.
Sure. Yeah, for me, Mark, this song, well, one thing I learned is it's written by John Parker and Steve Kepner, who wrote Physical by Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, yeah. I could see that.
So, same songwriting team, apparently. My notes about this song, it's pretty naughty, Mark. You know, it's a little bit of a naughty song. You know, it's it's a little risque, as someone might say. But you know what? I appreciate that. You know, it's okay not to be so.
Is it sultry, like you said earlier?
It's sultry. It's sultry, but a little naughty too. It's a little both going on here. Yeah, yeah.
Too good.
Song's a little naughty here, but you know, I'm here for it, Mark. It's a cool song. I mean, lyrically, it's definitely different than the other songs on the record. It's much more forward as far as what it's saying. And but hey, you know, we're all human beings, so there's a time and a place for things here and there. So nothing wrong with talking about that. For God's sake, Prince talked about it every other song, so you know. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. But as far as musically goes, it is a fun kind of dance pop tune, a little bit of R&B, like you're mentioning. You know, for me, it's kind of in that second tier with. As far as how much I liked it, right? Like Breaking Out, Heart, like songs that I did like, but when you take songs like Satisfaction and the title track Self Control, right, and the Lucky One, those are definitely my three favorites on the album personally. And my favorite ballad so far that we talked about was Ti Amo for sure. But the Carole King one is great. All the ballads are really good. It's just a matter of how much. Which one you would want to listen to the most, I guess. Maybe the Carole King one I would want to listen to the most because it's not as sad as Ti Amo one. But the Ti Amo one is a pretty amazing song. So, and why don't we move on to the last song, which is With Every Beat of My Heart. All right. So here we go.
In each shadow on the street below me, and as I hear the hard rain falling, I wonder, will you be calling? Do you still wanna hold me? I think, will you turn away? Do you wanna say it's over? Will you really come? Was it just for fun? I wonder, is it easy to see that every time you touch me, with every beat of my heart, there's thunder inside. Every beat of my heart, I need you tonight. Every beat of my heart, I'm reaching for you. I need you now. With every beat of my heart.
Damn. I mean, she's singing her ass off there, Mark. I don't even know what to say. Let me see if I can get to the guitar solo.
Every beat of my heart.
This is great, man.
With every beat of my heart, there's thunder inside. Every beat of my heart, I need you tonight.
All right, Mark. That was a couple clips from Every Beat of My Heart. I gotta say, this is a song that grew on me on multiple listens. Powerful song. If you were to put guitars in that chorus, like heavy guitars, almost like distorted guitars, it would make this song sound like a crazy, powerful rock ballad. Actually, because it has that feel to it. It has that like kind of heavy feel to it with the synths and the. It reminded me a little bit, Mark, of like some of the Carpenter Brute synths, but like a proto version of it. In the, you know what I mean? Very strong, super limited, like using a limiter and compressor and a limiter to make them like when you hit the synth, it just has a really full and very strong, powerful sound. So I think, and that guitar solo is incredible. It's probably the best on the album. It's up there. So yeah, for me, this was a song that I thought was a very strong song. What a way to close out the album too, with such a powerful song with a great guitar solo. And you don't hear a lot of like in pop music, great guitar solos, but I'm hearing some really great ones here. What do you think about this song, Mark?
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I mean, like with the incorporation of guitar, I mean, you just add another layer to this track. It's not just like a big, pop ballad. It's a, a pop rock ballad with that, I think. On an otherwise mostly, synth pop album, you get this really like dynamic like closer, which is my favorite ballad on the album because it's like it has a great build too, towards like the bridge with the climax and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I just think it's very great. Like you said, like you had to like kind of stop, like because her vocals are just really powerful in the song. She's really like singing from here, like it's just coming up, like she's not like throat singing. It's coming from the middle of her body. Like she's really strong.
She's killing it. Yeah.
And I think it's a really good ender for the album too. I think it's a really strong song to end on because it's a big climax and it's very powerful and dramatic, and yeah, I really like it. I think this was a very solid album that I had honestly didn't even know what to expect really. I didn't know as being familiar. This is kind of like the path we went down with like ABBA. Like I was only familiar with Dancing Queen, and like with here I'm only familiar with Gloria, and to be honest, all of these songs I would much rather listen to than Gloria, if that makes you happy. I don't know, but
I'm not too familiar with Gloria, but I know the chorus, and I would rather hear these songs.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. That song never really did anything for me, but most of these songs, I would go back and listen to again.
Okay.
Yeah. So
cool. Well, for me, it was a big surprise. I wasn't expecting the amount of guitar on this album. I really like that. I really like the synth pop elements. I was expecting ballads for some reason. Thought I was going to get that, and I got that. What I guess I wasn't expecting is, because I had no idea, how strong her voice is. I mean, to me, I guess she doesn't have the hits compared to someone like Whitney Houston, but she has the voice, Yeah. She has such a strong voice. She has that total power singer, especially 80s diva kind of singer, like the Whitney Houstons of the world. And, in the early 90s, mid 90s, you had Mariah Carey, right? And you had some other people that have very strong, powerful voices. To me, she would get right up there, stack right up there against like a Whitney Houston in the 80s to me, as far as how strong her voice is. So I think, Mark, I was pleasantly surprised by this album, and some of the songs I listened to multiple times outside of just listening to the album. So if that happens, I know I'm into it. So yeah, I thought it was cool, man. It's a cool. Thank you for the recommendation, Scott. Thank you for being a Patreon, of course. And if you're still watching this, and if you're not, Scott, we really appreciate that, because maybe you like watching two total newbies review something which I've never listened to before. So if you're still watching this, thank you. You know what? You're probably a pretty, and I think you're a very cool person. And we're looking for cool people like you to join our free community Discord. The link for that will be in the pinned comment. You know what that is? That's a free kind of music club where people come in there and they talk about any kind of music they want. And Scott and a bunch of other people are in there, and any genres, any decades, come in there. And even the movies, people are talking about movies now. People talk about all kinds of stuff in there. So that's our channel community, basically, and you can join that. It's all free. That link for that will be in the pinned comment. Otherwise, though, if you like this episode, please give us a like. Let us know what you think in the comments. Only about 5% of our viewers are subscribed, so it would really help with the channel if you would give us a subscription, and maybe you'll find other stuff on the channel you like. And last but not least, for the people who want to, really support the channel and help us with operating costs and any other costs we do have a Patreon, which is this request comes from, and the link for that will also be in the pinned comments. All right. Well, Mark, until next time.
Peace.
See you later.